Following is a presentation of RJL 518 Sports Network. A pendulum swings back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just like this World Series, back and forth, back and forth. The Expos won games 1 and 3. The White Sox have won games 2 and 4. But tonight is game 5, another odd game. But tonight's game means a lot more than just an extra win. For tomorrow being going back to Canada for game 6, question is, who will be doing the eliminating and who will be facing elimination? Good evening, everybody. Robert here from RJL 518 here welcoming you to Comiskey Park for Game 5 of the 1994 World Series between the Montreal Expos and the Chicago White Sox. SDG Replays, our Red Sox fan, Brandon Baker, Philip Reynolds are all here at Comiskey Park. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me tonight for a humongous game. Very simple. With Game 6 tomorrow back at Olympic Stadium, whoever wins tonight will be trying to eliminate tomorrow night. This series has definitely gone back and forth, and I am not surprised. Both these teams' pitching staffs were the best in the American and National Leagues in 1994. The hitting staffs, they were number 3 in both leagues in 1994. I have no idea what's been going on, but the dice have been going back and forth for both teams. I've been making good choices, but they've just not been doing it. I will say this, the last couple of 2 games, Steeler fan now joins us here. The last couple of games have been dominated by huge errors. Robin Ventura made a gigantic error in Game 3, which allowed the Expos to take the lead and win that game. Last night, Larry Walker made a big error for the Expos in Game 4 and allowed the White Sox a big inning of 5 runs. Oh, you don't want to give teams extra outs, but who knows what happens when that goes on. Let's just get things going here. It's a matchup once again of the number 1 starters for both teams. It'll be Butch Henry versus Wilson Alvarez. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Montreal Expos. Lineup designed against left-handed pitching. Marquise Grissom will bat first. Cliff Floyd batting second. Moises Alou batting third. Larry Walker is batting fourth. Lenny Webster batting 5th. Will Cordero is 6th. Mike Lansing batting 7th. Sean Berry batting 8th. And Rondell White gets the call, a designated hitter, batting 9th against the left-hander. Defensively for the Chicago White Sox, Julio Franco is at first base. Norberto Martin is at second. Third base is Robin Ventura. The shortstop is Ozzie Guillen. Tim Raines is in left field. In center field is Lance Johnson. In right field, Darren Jackson. Behind the plate, Ron Karkovice. And on the mound for the Chicago White Sox is Wilson Alvarez. He was 12-8, 3.45 ERA in 94. He is 2-2 in the postseason in the games that the White Sox have played. And as Brandon Baker, of course, reminds me today, yes, before we start the game, we do wish to pay our respects to actually 2 players, and I did not mention, of course, Whitey Ford. Whitey Ford, of course, the chairman of the board for the New York Yankees, passing away several days ago. If you want to say he was the Tom Seaver of the New York Yankees, I have no problem with that. He was the winningest pitcher on the Yankees history, and he certainly earned that title. And, of course, today we lose Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan of the Cincinnati Reds, the Houston Astros, also played with Oakland. According to wins above replacement, the WAR, Joe Morgan has the highest WAR of any second baseman in the history of the game. So if you want to say that Joe Morgan was the best second baseman in history, I'm not going to debate that fact. I'm not going to debate it. I know what you want to say about Ryan Sandberg or anything, but Joe Morgan was also part of the Big Red Machine. The man could hit, the man could field. He was masterful. He was awesome. There wasn't many things that Joe Morgan could not do. So if you want to say that Joe Morgan was the best second baseman in history, I have no issue with that. And of course, I never mentioned we also lost Al Kaline earlier this year. Al Kaline, of course, is the second best Detroit Tiger in history. The only guy above him is some bum by the name of Tyrus Cobb. So he's the only one above him in Tiger history. But so before we start this game, I will start with a moment of silence for losing, again, two more legends. I'm really getting sick and tired of losing Hall of Famers in 2020, guys. I really am. It's really beginning to tick me off. So someone needs to do something, all right, and tell our guys they need to stay here a while longer. A moment of silence for Whitey Ford of the New York Yankees, the chairman of the board, who now pitches for God, and, of course, Joe Morgan, who's now his starting second baseman on his team. A moment of silence for the loss of two more legends of baseball history. Thank you very much. Steeler fan 1933. I did get my 1974 and 75 seasons for Inside Pitch. I need you to choose me a game for 1975 and make it a Reds game with Joe Morgan in it, please. Choose a good game with Joe Morgan that occurred in 1975, and I'll use that as my 75 tribute, as my 75 game for Inside Pitch and a tribute game for him as well. I do have the 1974 season, so we will be playing that a little bit. I'll tell you more about that later. Anyway, let's get to baseball. Let's get back to 1994. Game number 5, Expos and White Sox tied at 2, top of the first. Let's go. Leading off for the Montreal Expos will be Marquise Grissom. Against the lefty, Grissom bats .250. Grissom for the postseason batting .269. Pretty respectable. Fans here at Comiskey Park know this is no matter what, this is the last game of the season at Comiskey Park. There is not a seat to be found. Here we go. And it starts as a tough 96 fly ball left field. Raines is going to get to that one easily, and he makes the catch, out number 1. Next batter for the Expos will be Cliff Floyd. Floyd bats .319 against left-handed pitching. Floyd is batting .277. As far as I'm concerned, if you're batting at least .275 or higher for an average, you're doing your job. Floyd, Alvarez with the pitch. And that is a tough 16 swing and a miss. Struck him out. Alvarez averages 6 strikeouts per 9 innings, and that is his first of the night. 2 men away, and now the batter will be Moises Alou. Alou bats .365 against lefties. Alou is still the Expos' leading hitter in the postseason, batting .404. He is their most dangerous hitter right now from the guys from Canada. Alvarez checks in. Pitch coming. In play, 91, and that's a ground ball to short. Up with it will be Guillen. Puts it away, throws to first. Side retired. A 1-2-3 inning for Alvarez. Nothing for the Expos there. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Chicago White Sox. Norberto Martin bats first, as this is a lineup designed against left-handed pitching. Tim Raines bats second. Frank Thomas batting third. Julio Franco is fourth. Robin Ventura batting fifth. Darren Jackson is sixth. Lance Johnson batting seventh. Ozzie Guillen batting eighth. And Ron Karkovice batting ninth. Defensively for the Expos, at first base is Larry Walker. Mike Lansing at second. Third base is Sean Berry. Will Cordero is at short. Floyd is in left. Grissom in center. Alou is in right. The catcher is Lenny Webster. And on the mound for the Montreal Expos will be their ace, and that is Butch Henry. He was 8-3 with a 2.43 ERA. Butch Henry is 3-0 this postseason. He's not lost a game yet. And Steeler fan says, why not to play Game 7 of the 1975 World Series? Done. So I'll mark that in my inside pitch book real quick. So no, that will be the next game. So we'll do that real fast here. Game 7, 1975 World Series. Next, after we do Hank Aaron's 7:15 game for tomorrow for the 1974 season. Bottom of the first. Leading off for the Chicago White Sox will be Norberto Martin. He bats .250 against lefties. And Norberto Martin is actually batting .333 for the postseason, so not doing too bad. He's been platooning with Joey Cora throughout the postseason. Bottom of the first. Butch Henry pitches. And that is an in-play 0-9, and that's a base hit for Norberto Martin. He smacks one clean into right field. He's going for two, and he will lead it off with a double. And that gets the crowd fired up. Leadoff double for Martin. The fans here at Comiskey are going nuts. They want the White Sox to take an early lead as well, as quickly as possible. Here's Tim Raines. Raines bats .208 against lefties. Raines batting .262. He has raised his average a little bit in the last few games. Martin on at second. Henry deals. And that is a patient 88, and that's a ground ball to short. Up with it is Cordero. He's going to throw to first to get out number one. Martin's run rating is a 7. He will hold at second base. In my opinion, his run has to be an 8 in order to move over. And now a big cheer comes from the crowd here at Comiskey. Here comes the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Frank Thomas bats .385 against lefties. He is batting .362 in the postseason. He is doing very well. He's their second leading hitter. He hit a home run last night. And by the way, they did find the ball that Frank Thomas did yesterday. And the problem was, in order for them to get that ball, they would have to send up a space shuttle because the ball right now is orbiting the International Space Station. 1 out. Martin on second. Henry knows he's got to stay away from ballpark and wheelhouse. And it's an in-play 29. And, well, that doesn't matter. It's still a base hit for Thomas. That's a single, sharp liner into center field. Martin coming around third. He will score. And the White Sox jump out in front 1-0. Frank Thomas picks up an RBI single to get the White Sox ahead. And Comiskey Park, there are explosions all over the place with the scoreboard out there. They're going crazy. Next batter for Chicago will be Julio Franco. He bats .364 against lefties. Franco batting .327 for the postseason. Franco is playing first base. Frank Thomas is the DH in this game. Franco has a little better range. Runner on first. We'll see if Henry calms down a little bit. Now the pitch to Franco. And that is a wheelhouse 39 crack. And that ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Sayonara, it's out of here. Julio Franco, 2-run jack. Butch Henry goes ahead, pitches him a grapefruit, and Julio Franco turns it into fruit salad, and it is 3-0 White Sox as they jump out on the Expos. Explosions everywhere, lights everywhere. Comiskey Park is a mess right now. They go talk to Butch Henry on the mound as the White Sox get out to a 3-0 lead here in the first. And the batter will be Robin Ventura. Ventura bats .270 against lefts. Ventura is the White Sox leading hitter for the postseason, batting .424 and has a 15-game postseason hitting streak. The White Sox come into this game 11-4 for the postseason. Montreal 9-3. Ventura has yet to have an 0-4 for a postseason game. Here's the pitch from Henry. And that is a tough 45. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the second out. And now the batter now will be Darren Jackson. He bats .317 against lefties. Jackson for the postseason batting .242. Yep, and Canada groans, but here, stadium cheers. Yay! Darren Jackson. Henry will now pitch to him. And that is an in-play 57, and that's a ground ball to third. Up with it is Berry. He's got it. Throws to first, and the inning is over. But the heart of the lineup gets the White Sox on the board. 3 runs on 3 hits. A big jack by Franco. At the end of 1, White Sox leading 3-0. Top of the second. Wilson Alvarez gets back out there. Now with a 3-run lead, the batter from Montreal will be Larry Walker. He bats .330 against lefts. Walker batting .304 for the postseason. Nothing wrong with that. White Sox fans know the Expos can put runs on the board. Remember, the White Sox destroyed Montreal last night, 11-3. That was one of the bigger blowouts in this entire postseason. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 38 base hit. Larry Walker, he got a single. Against the lefty, he does hit a little better. As he bats .330, and he has it. A single for Walker, and he will go to first. Next up for the Expos will be Lenny Webster. He's the catcher. Usually does against left-handed pitchers. He bats .303 against lefties. Webster for the postseason, what is he doing here? He's not doing too bad. I think he's batting like in the 220, 230 region. You need new dice or new fast action cards. Walker on it first. Alvarez looking in. Game 5 of this World Series. A gigantic game. Pitch coming from Alvarez. That's an in-play 62, and that's a ground ball to second base. And it is a 6, and they're going to turn it. Second base to shortstop to first, double play. 4-6-3, 2 outs. And right now, Comiskey Park has had nothing to boo about. And now here's Will Cordero. Cordero bats .356 against lefties. He's batting .286 for the postseason. Just a short 13-hour drive for the Montreal gang to head down to Comiskey. 2 outs. Alvarez looking in at Cordero. And that is an in-play 30. That's a base hit. Oh, boy. What a time for that. It's a single for Cordero. He hits that one into right field. How big is that double play now? Cordero holds it first. He does have the ability to steal, but he's not going to do that. They'll let Mike Lansing bat. Lansing bats .308 against lefties, and he's batting .293 for the postseason. That's just fine. Philip Reynolds is going to call his kid. That's fine by me. Cordero on it first. Now Alvarez with 2 outs. Let's see what he can do against Lansing. And here's the pitch. And that's an in-play 25, and that's a base hit for Lansing. Cordero run rating of 7. He'll make it to third easily on that. Lansing goes to first, and the inning is not over yet. Mike Lansing gets a base hit and now puts runners at the corners, and a big chance for Sean Berry. Berry bats .316 against lefties. Berry batting .238, though, overall for the postseason. Runners at first and third. Expos dugout needs Berry to come through. That double play was gigantic. Alvarez looking in. Another big at bat here, only in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. It's a defense check 13. That could be a problem. Error check to third base. The ball is hit to Ventura. Error rating a 1. 1 to 51-13. Ventura boots it. Robin Ventura commits another error in this postseason. And that's going to be a 2-base error. Cordero will score. Lansing moves to third. And Berry goes to second. It is a 2-base error. It's not a single or anything like that. That is an E5. 1 run does come in. And it's now 3-1. Comiskey Park gives a little bit of a stadium groans. As Robin Ventura commits another error, which results in Expos runs. And now getting his first crack at designated hitter in this postseason is Rondell White. He bats .270 against lefties, and he is the DH for the Expos in this game, and he comes up in a huge position. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. That is the first error on the White Sox. Wow. And now White a chance. What a time for him to come up for his first chance at DH. 2 outs, still top of the second. Alvarez. Rondell White going to take a crack at it. And here's the pitch. It's a ballpark 0-4. It's a wheelhouse for White. He's got no chance of a home run. He has no chance of a homer, and a 45 won't do it. That's a ground ball to first. Up with it is going to be Franco. He'll take it himself, tag the bag, and the side is retired. Wilson Alvarez wipes his brow on that one. He served up a wheelhouse, but Rondell White couldn't do anything with it. And that retires the side. Expos get 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. We got a ball game here. We go to the bottom of the second inning, now 3-1. Sarah says hi to everybody. We say hi to her back. Bottom of the second. Leading off for the White Sox will be Lance Johnson. He bats .298 against lefties. Johnson batting .266 overall for the postseason. Let's see if Butch Henry has calmed down since the first. Pitch from Henry. And that is a tough 47 and popped up. He pops one up to short. Underneath it is Cordero. Block into his glove. 1 out. 1 man down. The next batter will be Ozzie Guillen. Guillen bats .261 against lefties. Guillen having a very good postseason, batting .283. Henry looking in. Now the pitch to Guillen. And that's a tough 0-7. And that's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Butch Henry. And now a chance for the White Sox catcher, Ron Karkovice. He bats .241 against lefties. Karkovice is actually batting, what is he batting here? Karkovice actually not doing too bad. He's actually not really, he's not doing too good at all. He's actually batting .152. But he has got the most at bats against lefties for catcher, and that's why I put him in there. 2 outs. Henry looking to try, see if he can have a 1-2-3 inning to try to make up for the 3-run inning he gave up. Here is the pitch. That is a tough 0-5, and he got what he wanted. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Karkovice strikes out. 3rd strikeout for Henry, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox. And if you're Montreal, that's exactly what you wanted. Nothing doing for Chicago. 2 innings in the books, 3-1 White Sox. Top of the third coming up. And top of the order for the Expos. Here's Marquise Grissom. Alvarez wasn't really all his fault. A humongous error by Robin Ventura, and that is the second error he's made in this series. Actually, maybe he may have made more than that. I'll have to look, but that's another error that Robin Ventura made, which allowed the Expos to score runs on the same error. Here's the pitch to Grissom. And that is an in-play 81. That's a ground ball to short. Up with it will be Guillen. He's got it. Throws it over to first for the first out. And now we'll see Cliff Floyd. Floyd struck out his first time up. Alvarez deals. Patient, 91. And that's a ground ball to second. Martin's going to get to that one. Pumps once, tosses it over to first for out number 2. And now we'll see Moises Alou. Pitch from Alvarez. That's a defense check, 0-4. That's going to be a problem. A range check to second base. The ball is hit to Martin. His range is a C, 1-43, 0-5. Not a chance. That's going to get by him for a base hit. And that is a single for Alou, and he'll get to first. Moises Alou continues hitting well as he gets that one past Martin. And now a chance for Larry Walker. Walker, he did hit a home run earlier in this series. And now the Expos need him to come through here with a runner on first. 2 outs. Top of the third. Alvarez looking into Larry Walker. Walker waiting. Pitch on the way. That is a tough 77. And that is a fly ball center field, but not deep. Under it's going to be Johnson, and he makes the catch, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit. For the Expos, they strand a big base runner. Bottom of the third coming up. All bullpens are good. Every pitcher can go tonight. It is a simulated travel. It's a simulated travel day between today and tomorrow for the trip back to Olympic Stadium. So all bullpenners are available. Your mom was director of property management, one of her apartment companies in Sarasota. We flew down, was able to have dinner once with Karkovice and Bill Long. It was the 1989 White Sox spring training. Now that is a story. Bottom of the third inning, leading off for the White Sox will be Norberto Martin. He doubled his last time up to start the game for the White Sox. Bottom of the third. Henry with the pitch. And that is an in-play 31. And it's a line drive right to Cordero and snags it. 1 out. That's an L6. Line drive. Cordero leaps up and grabs it. That had base hit written all over it. And Martin will just head back to the dugout. 1 down. And the batter now will be Tim Raines. Raines grounded out last time up. It was fist slats here, but didn't meet him. Oh, okay. The original Pudge. 1 out. Henry pitches to Raines. And that's a tough 11. And that is a swing and a miss. Struck him now. Raines goes down for the second time today. And that is strikeout number 4 for Henry. He averages 5.9 per 9. And now the fans cheer again, get on their feet for the big hurt. He got a single last time. Pretty much pitching a wheelhouse to Frank Thomas's doom, whether it comes off a ballpark or off the pitcher. 2 outs. Henry knows he's just got to stay off ballpark and wheelhouse, which he will do here, but a patient ain't much better. A patient 62, and he walked him. And Thomas will go to first. That is the first walk issued by Henry. Only averages 1.7 per 9. And Frank Thomas trots down to first. And the Comiskey faithful rise up for Julio Franco, who smacked a home run in the first inning to put the White Sox up by 3. Thomas on at first. And Henry got to be careful. Bullpens are still pretty quiet. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Henry pitches to Franco. And that is a tough 31. And that is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. This time he gets Franco. And that is the 5th strikeout for Henry. No runs, no hits, and there was a walk. But that is it for the White Sox. Still leading 3-1 here after 3. We go to the top of the 4th. As Salvador America now joins us here at Comiskey Park for Game 5 of this 1994 World Series. Like to remind you, we'll have some inside pitch action tomorrow, probably around early afternoon. It will be the night from the 1974 season. It'll be Hank Aaron's 7:15 Homer Day, April 8th, 1974, the Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Atlanta Braves. And that will be the game where Hank Aaron hit 7:15 and passed Babe Ruth. And that will be my inside pitch game coming up for tomorrow afternoon. And, of course, tomorrow night will be Game 6 of this World Series, where someone is going to be doing eliminating and someone's going to be the one being eliminated. And we all know Game 6s are always the best games to watch. Yeah, the Rays-Astros looks like it's going to be a long series, but I'll tell you right now, Rays pitching is doing the Astros in. They had so many I watched that game. Astros had so many opportunities today to get on the Rays, and they couldn't do it. Some great fielding by the Rays, I'll admit that. Top of the 4th, Lenny Webster leads off for Montreal here. He grounded out into a huge double play last time. Alvarez with the pitch. That's a tough, and it's a rare play. So we'll bring out the rare play dice. Red first. 56. Let's see what we got. Hot smash to first base. If fielder has A or B range, he knocks the ball down and batter is out. Otherwise, ball goes into the corner for a double. Runners advance 2 bases. I can tell you that's going in the corner for a double because Julio Franco's range is a D. He got nowhere close to that ball. Down the line and the Expos of a man on second. Leadoff man at second base for the Expos. Astros are toast. Don't say that so quick just yet, Steeler fan. Don't say that so quick just yet. Here's Will Cordero. Cordero hit a base hit his last time up. And now Alvarez has a big runner at second base he's got to worry about here in the top of the 4th. Alvarez looking on. And that is a ballpark 62. That's a definite in play. And in play 70 is a ground ball to second base. Up with it is going to be Martin. He throws to first for out number 1. Webster does get to third. And there is 1 out. Webster goes to third, 1 man out, and now the batter is Mike Lansing. Lansing got a single his last time up. The White Sox are going to call the infield. Run rating of 5 for Webster. Does not run very well. The White Sox are going to call the infield back. Trade the run, get the out. Lansing the batter. Alvarez, pitch. Tough. 11. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Big K by Alvarez. And that is his second strikeout of the game. 2 men down. Such a big strikeout that is. It keeps Webster at third, and now it'll be up to Sean Berry. Berry got on base with an E5, an error to Robin Ventura, allowed a run to score. 2 down. Webster still on at third. 3-1 White Sox. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 74, and that's a fly ball center field. Coming under it is Johnson. And he will make the catch, and the leadoff double does not do any damage. No runs and a hit for the White Sox. It's for the Expos. It stays 3-1 Chicago. Bottom of the fourth. And here's Robin Ventura, and he gets a cheer from the Comiskey Park crowd, even though he made an error. Beating the big mouth hypocrite Yankees getting them from me. All right, Matt, no problem. So Butch Henry will now pitch to Ventura. Ventura struck out his last time up. He's going to look for a little redemption here. Fans here at Comiskey are still hoping for him to continue his hitting streak. Pitch from Henry. That's a tough 44, and that's a strikeout. 1 away. Ventura goes down for the second time today, and that is strikeout number 6 for Henry. 1 out. And now the batter will be Darren Jackson. Jackson grounded out his last time up. Henry looking in, and now the pitch. And that is an in-play 64. That's a fly ball deep to right field, but Alou has got plenty of room. And that is out number 2. And now we'll see Lance Johnson. Johnson popped out his last time up. Henry looking in. And now the pitch. And that is a tough 31 and base hit. Lance Johnson's a single. Johnson smacks one into left field. He'll hold it first. Floyd's got it, throws it in. The inning will continue. Johnson stays at first base. And now a chance for Ozzie Guillen. Now Lance Johnson's steal rating comes up. It's a 6. It's a 3-1 lead. I might be sending Johnson here to try to get into scoring position. His steal rating is a B, and Webster's arm is a 4, so it would be an excellent chance for him to steal. But with 2 outs, no. I'll change my mind on that. With 2 outs, no. 2 outs, Guillen will hit away. They call off the steal and let Guillen hit. Henry's pitch. And that is a patient 40, and that's a base hit. It was the right call. Single for Guillen. Johnson will make it to third easy. Guillen goes to first. Runners at the corners. And now a chance for Ron Karkovice. As Guillen fights off a decent pitch. And now Karkovice has a chance to make a hit. 2 consecutive hits here given up by Henry. Karkovice now with a good opportunity. Henry's pitch. In play, 33, And he misses it. Ground ball right back to Henry. He's got it. Up with it. Tosses it over to first, and the side is retired. No runs for the White Sox. There were 2 hits. 4 in the books, and the Chi Sox are up on the Canadians 3-1. Expos and White Sox. Series tied 2-2. Game 5 of this 1994 World Series. All the Expos fans are watching this, wondering if truly Montreal was the best team that year. But the White Sox are having a lot to say about it. Leading off for the Expos here in the top of the 5th will be Rondell White. Pitch from Alvarez. And that is a ballpark 20. That's going to be a wheelhouse for White. He has no home run power, and a 69 ain't going to cut it. He chops it to second base. Up with it is going to be Martin. Throws to first, out number 1. Again, Rondell White gets a fat pitch, and he can't do anything with it. 1 man out, and the batter is Marquise Grissom. Grissom 0 for 2 in this game. Alvarez pitches. And that's a patient 54 and ground ball to third. This time the play is made by Ventura. Throws to first, out number 2. And now the batter is Cliff Floyd with 2 outs here. Alvarez pitches. That's a ballpark 55. That's going to be in play. In play 34. Base hit for Floyd. He gets a single. He smacks that one through the gap into left center field. Floyd will hold it first. Getting a lot of 2-out hits, but the Expos have been unable to come through with it. As Philip Reynolds says, closer but still awful. Floyd on it first. He will not move. And here's Moises Alou. He had a base hit his last time up. So far, Alvarez actually pitching very well. He's only given up a run on 5 hits. 2 men down. Comiskey Park is loud. Alvarez pitches. Tough. 90. Ground ball easily to shortstop. Picked up by Guillen. Throws to second to get the out, and that will end the inning. No runs for the Expos. They do get a hit, and it stays 3-1. Bottom of the 5th. Butch Henry. He will come out and pitch to Norberto Martin. Martin is 1 for 2 tonight. Since the 3rd inning, Henry has calmed down a little bit. Henry's pitch to Martin. And that's going to be an in-play 59. And that's a fly ball to right. Alou is going to get to that one. And he makes the catch, out number 1. And now we will see Tim Raines. Raines 0 for 2 tonight. Nobody sitting down here at Comiskey Park. They're cheering. They're cheering loud. This is their last game of the season here, no matter what happens tonight. Since Game 6 will be tomorrow at Olympic Stadium. And for that matchup, it will be Jack McDowell versus Ken Hill. Henry pitches to Raines. And that's a tough 44. And that's a ground ball to third. And Berry's got it. Throws it over to first for out number 2. And now here's Frank Thomas, the big hurt. Crowd goes up, gets a little louder when he comes up to the plate, as he should. And this is Frank Thomas at 26 years old, and he was already doing this. He already had 38 home runs when this season was canceled. He was 26 years old, and Frank Thomas only got better. Big hurt looking in. Henry knows he's got to stay away from the ballparks and the wheelhouses. Pitch coming. It's an in-play 91. He'll do that. Ground ball to short. Up with it is Cordero. Throws to first and gets Thomas out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox. We've played 5 here at Comiskey Park, and the White Sox still lead it 3-1. We go to the top of the 6th. Alvarez comes out the deal. And here's Larry Walker from Montreal. He's 1 for 2. You think James can get 2 more MVPs? Yeah. My Miami Heat, I'll tell you right now, I really didn't think they were going to win that series anyway. Plus, when Bam went down and Dragic went down, I'll tell you, Jimmy Butler had absolutely nothing to be ashamed about. He put the blame on him. I would actually smack him beside the head and say, what are you talking about? Down here as Miami Heat fans that I am, we got lots of great basketball in the future coming up, especially once we get a couple more pieces. But as far as James goes, yeah, he can get 2 more MVPs. He's a monster. He's the best. I know there's Michael Jordan, but right now LeBron James is the best ever. I'm almost ready to say he is the best ever. That's discussion for another time. Larry Walker, Alvarez. In play, 73. That's a ground ball to short. Up with it's going to be Guillen. He throws to first, out number 1. Next batter for the Expos will be Lenny Webster. Webster doubled his last time up. But so far, Alvarez is doing his job. Here's the pitch to Webster. And that's a patient 40, and that's a base hit. Webster has a single. Base hit for Webster. He'll go to first. And now a chance for Will Cordero. One out. Webster on at first. Alvarez looking in. A chance here for the Expos. Cordero needs a good pitch to hit. And that is a patient 07, and he walks Cordero. Now the Expos are in business. Runners at first and second and 1 out. And that is the first walk given up by Alvarez. He usually issues 3.5 per 9. That's only his first walk. And now a chance for Mike Lansing. Lansing 1 for 2. 1 out. Fans here at Comiskey now biting their fingernails a little bit. 3-1. Lansing in there. Alvarez deals. Tough. 85. And that is a ground ball to short. And they're going to turn it. Shortstop to second to first. Double play. Inning over. 6-4-3, the twin killing. Another big double play on the Expos. No runs and a hit and a walk, and the White Sox keep that 3-1 lead. As Wilson Alvarez puts a big fist pump in the air. Bottom of the 6th. This will be Butch Henry's last inning. He's already allowed 3 runs. His fatigue inning is the 7th. The Expo bullpen is ready. Here's Julio Franco. Gets a big cheer from the Sox crowd. Franco 1 for 2 with a home run. Like Russell, Jordan. I'll just let you guys fight that over in the chat. That's a discussion for another day. Here's the pitch from Henry. In play, 75. Fly ball center field. Grissom's going to get to that one. And that's the first out. And now the batter is Robin Ventura. Ventura has struck out twice. Will he get another at bat? Probably in the 6th inning. His hitting streak is on the line. 1 out. Yes, I did. I liked your wrestling. I thought that was great, Philip. Here's the pitch to Ventura. And that is a tough 27. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Ventura strikes out for the 3rd time. That's the hat trick. 7th strikeout for Henry. And the batter now is Darren Jackson. The only thing, Philip, about your streaming, I couldn't read anything. I don't know if it's the streamer, who you're using for streamer, or your camera. I couldn't read anything. 2 outs. Henry. Now pitching to Jackson. This is Henry's last inning. Here's the pitch. And that is an in-play 56, and it's a ground ball to 3rd. Berry's got it. Pumps once, throws to 1st, and that retires the side. A 1-2-3 inning for the White Sox. And at the end of 6, it is still 3-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Not really out of focus. It was like it was pixelized, which tells me it wasn't out of focus, Phil. It wasn't out of focus. It was pixelized. In other words, it was not a clear stream. I don't blame it on your camera. I think it was your stream. Top of the 7th inning, Wilson Alvarez. This could be his last inning as well, as he'll turn it to the bullpen. Sean Berry leads off from Montreal here. The Expos running out of outs. Wilson Alvarez is pitching maybe his best game yet this postseason. Only allowed 1 run. He is 2-2 for the playoffs. Here's the pitch to Berry. And that is a tough 38 and called strike 3. Berry can't believe it. Strikeout number 3 for Alvarez. Berry thought the ball was high, and the umpire said, well, you better let me know what you're smoking because you're high, but you're out. But by the way, you're out. Go take a seat. 1 out. And the batter now will be Rondell White, who's 0 for 2. Alvarez pitched him some bad pitches, but White couldn't do anything with it. Alvarez pitches. And that's a defense check, 68. Might be all right. Error check to short. The ball is into Guillen. His error rating is a 2. 1-44, 60 on the dice. He'll make the play. Nice pickup by Guillen. Throws to 1st, out number 2. And Rondell White is grounded out all 3 times. 2 down. And the batter now is Marquise Grissom. Use StreamYard. I don't know. I'm just using YouTube thing here. Coming out perfect. 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Alvarez now pitches to Grissom. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 66 and ground ball to second base. Martin's going to get it. Throws to first. Side retired. 1, 2, 3. Alvarez pitching a gem. He has done his job. 7th inning stretch coming up. Senior, take me out to the ballparks. White Sox leading 3-1. Be right back. The Montreal Expos are going to go ahead and bring in Tim Scott, right-hander, and turn the White Sox around a bit. Scott in the postseason is got 3 saves, no wins. He's got a couple of holds. But Scott will come in to pitch for the Expos here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Leading off for the White Sox will be Lance Johnson. Johnson 1 for 2. And now Scott going to try to keep this a 3-1 game and hope his offense can pick up. But Alvarez has been beautiful. Pitch. Tough. 95. Fly ball to right field. And that's an easy play for Alou. 1 out. And the next batter will be Ozzie Guillen. Guillen singled his last time up. Here's the pitch. And that's a tough 70. And that is a ground ball to short. Up with it is Cordero. He'll throw to first for out number 2. 2 down. Ron Karkovice is the batter. It is the 7th inning. Karkovice is going to get traded, or shall we say batted for. And the White Sox will bring in Mike LaValliere, and he'll take over at catcher. Mike LaValliere bats .276 against righties. So the White Sox will bring LaValliere up and see if he can do something here in the bottom of the 7th. Scott pitches. And that is an in-play 53. Ground ball to third. Berry's got it. Throws to first. and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Scott and the Expos. Where last night the White Sox blew the Expos up 11-3, tonight pitching has definitely taken center stage. 7 innings in the books. White Sox still lead 3-1. Top of the 8th. Cliff Floyd leads off for the Expos against Alvarez. The White Sox might be going to the pen now. Timeout. And they will do that. So Wilson Alvarez is going to come out. And they're going to bring in Jose De Leon to pitch. De Leon will go as in setup. Alvarez can only get the win or a no decision. Cliff Floyd will bat against Jose De Leon. Top of the 8th, 3-1. The White Sox will turn it to the bullpen as Roberto Hernandez is warming up for the 9th. Floyd singled his last time up. Tribe Fan 879 now joins us here at Comiskey Park. Here's the pitch for De Leon. That is a tough 82. That's a fly ball center field. Johnson looking for it. He finds it and puts it away, 1 out. And now the batter is Moises Alou. Alou 1 for 3. De Leon now pitches. And that is a patient 78. And that's a fly ball to center again. And again, Johnson's there to make the catch. 2 down. And now here's Larry Walker. Walker 1 for 3. Sox pitching has been excellent tonight. 2 outs. De Leon pitches to Walker. Tough 53. And that's a base hit. Walker gets through him and gets a base hit. Fights it off. He hits that one into left center field. Raines has got it. Tosses it in. And the Expos now get the tying run to the plate in the form of Lenny Webster. And we may see a pinch hitter for him. And we will. So Webster's going to come out, and the Expos will bring in their other catcher, Darren Fletcher, who bats .277 against rights. So Darren Fletcher will pinch hit against De Leon with a runner on first base and Fletcher the tying run. Webster, even though he was 2 for 3, they like Fletcher's chances better against De Leon. 2 outs. This is a big at bat here in the top of the 8th inning. 3-1 White Sox. De Leon's pitch. It's a tough 48, and that is going to be a fly ball to left field. Raines is going to get to it, and he makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit for Montreal. As De Leon does the job, and we go to the bottom of the 8th with the White Sox leading 3-1. Tim Scott will stay out there. Scott will pitch, and leading off for the White Sox is Norberto Martin, and they'll keep him out, and they'll keep Martin out there. Bottom of the 8th. Scott trying to keep this a 3-1 game. pitch on the way. And that is a tough 21. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Martin gets K'd. And now the batter is Tim Raines. Raines 0 for 3. Scott with the pitch. That's a patient 23, and Raines walks. They walk Raines. And that puts a runner on base, and not what you want to do when you got that guy coming up. Frank Thomas, 1 for 2 tonight. He has a single, and he walked. Raines on at first. And Scott knows he just got to stay away from ballpark. But Frank Thomas has been doing a lot of other damage besides homers. Still only 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Raines not going anywhere. Here's the pitch to the hurt. And that is a tough 96. And that's a fly ball to left. Not deep enough. Floyd's going to get to that one. And that's out number 2. It was a loud out, but that's all it was. And now the batter is Julio Franco. Franco 1 for 3 today. He had a home run. And Franco knows that he will not be in the starting lineup tomorrow because of the no DH back at the National League Park. So he'll be on the bench. 2 outs. Raines on at first. Scott trying to keep this a 3-1 game. Franco trying to get a few more runs. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 97 fly ball left field. Floyd will get to that one as well. Ranges over. Makes the catch. Inning over. Nothing across except a walk for Raines. And the White Sox are 3 outs away from taking a 3-2 lead in this series. Will we see some 9th inning magic? The White Sox are going to go with Roberto Hernandez to try to close the game. It is a save situation. Roberto Hernandez coming on to close. As De Leon gets credit for a hold. Roberto Hernandez, he has 1 win. He doesn't have any saves. I've been marching the saves around. But he's going to get a crack at it tonight. Roberto Hernandez had 14 saves for the White Sox in 94. He's the closer, and he'll have to do it starting with Will Cordero here in the top of the 9th. 3-1, White Sox lead. The White Sox scored all 3 runs in the first, and then Expos pitching shut them down. But White Sox pitching has done absolutely unbelievable things to this Expos lineup. Cordero leads off. Top of the 9th. Hernandez checks and deals. And that is a defense check 73. That should be okay. Error check to third base. The ball is hit to Ventura. Again, error rating is a 1 to 51. But this time he does not make the error. He's got it. Throws to first, out number 1. And a big cheer comes from the Comiskey crowd. It looks like Ventura's hitting streak's going to get snapped unless the White Sox back down here. That's out number 1, and now the batter is Mike Lansing. As Red Sox fan says, can the pale hose close it out? Hernandez pitches to Lansing. Tough 32. And base hit. Mike Lansing is on base with a single. He fought it off. Tying run to the plate. Second hit for Lansing. He fights off a good pitch from Hernandez, and he'll get to first. And the batter is Sean Berry, who is 0 for 3 tonight. And they're going to let him bat. There was some players on the bench, but taking away, I just don't think it's not much of a change in average. They'll let Sean Berry bat. 1 out. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out, flew out. He did reach on an error. Lansing on it first. Berry checks and deals. Tough. 19, swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs as Berry goes down. And the last chance for the Expos is Rondell White. And Rondell White is going to stay out there to bat. He's 0 for 3 tonight as the DH. Grounded out all 3 times. 2 outs. Roberto Hernandez trying to get the save. White Sox trying to take a 3-2 lead in this series and a chance to win it all tomorrow night in Olympic Stadium. White trying to keep it going. Fans on their feet here at Comiskey. Fireworks are ready to go off. Here's the pitch. It's a patient 36, and he walked him. It's not over yet. He walks White. And now runners at first and second for Marquise Grissom now gets a chance. He's 0 for 4. 3-1. 2 outs. Hernandez trying to close it. Now the tying run is on base. If you're wondering, yes, a double will tie this game up. Sebi Chanel now watching us. Roberto Hernandez about to make the pitch of his life. Fans loud. This place is going crazy. Hernandez ready to pitch. Here it comes. It's a tough 54. Grissom just missed it. He just misses it. Ground ball to third. Up with it is Ventura. He's got it. Throws to first. White Sox take a 3-2 lead. Oh my, just missed it. A 53 would have been a base hit. A 54 on the dice. Grissom just misses it. And the White Sox win it 3-1 and will have a chance to win it all tomorrow night. No runs, 1 hit. There was a walk. As the White Sox take 2 out of 3 here at Comiskey Park, the fireworks are going off on the scoreboard. The Comiskey Park scoreboard going nuts everywhere. Fans are jumping up and down. The White Sox are trying to go ahead and stay composed. They know they still have 1 more game to play. Final line score coming up. For the White Sox, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. For Montreal, 1 run, 9 hits, no errors. Alvarez gets the win. He goes to 3-2. Butch Henry does take the loss, drops to 3-1. And Hernandez has his first save, and De Leon has a hold. A big chance for the Expos goes by the board as they left a lot of players on base in this game. And the White Sox fans are going crazy as they know this is the last game of 1994 here in this season. Now they'll be all on TV, hoping to see if the White Sox can win it back at Olympic Stadium. But we all know what happens in Game 6s. Anything can happen in a Game 6 when you're trying to eliminate. Always the hardest game to win, the elimination game. The Expos will have Ken Hill going up against Jack McDowell tomorrow in that game, as the White Sox with a 3-2 lead have a chance to win it all and end this 1994 season restart. We still got at least one more to play. Brandon Baker, Steeler fan, 1933, Salvador America, Sebi Chanel, Al Red Sox fan, Tribe fan 879, Philip Reynolds. Thank you all for joining me. SDG Replays, thank you all for joining me. And of course, all check out the channel. Rick Vaughn as well. Don't forget to always check out Al Red Sox fan. He is the king of the hill. There is no doubt about that. Brandon Baker with his excellent stuff. Philip Reynolds putting out great material. Thank you all for watching me today, and we will see you tomorrow for some inside pitch where the Dodgers will play the Braves as Hank Aaron tries to hit 715. And of course, Game 6 of this World Series tomorrow night back at Stade Olympique. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. Have a good night, everybody. White Sox beat the Expos 3-1. Now lead the series 3-2. See you tomorrow night.